everybody. My name is Inshal, and I am here today to share my experience with VIPKid, my first month's experience. And I also want to tell you the secret to make $1,000 in the first month. So let's get started. I signed up with VIPKid in October 2019, and now it's been a month, and I have been it's been a crazy month. I have had fun. It's been exhausting, but it's been worth it. I like it. I'm going to continue this. So, on my first day when my contract became active, I opened the slots as soon as I could. I couldn't wait. So I opened the slots for the weekend, and I put them all at short notice. So it was a Saturday morning when I got my contract ready to go. So for Saturday night and Sunday night, I got for Saturday night I believe I got 11 bookings that one night. So I stayed up the whole night. There was little breaks in between, but I stayed up the whole night, and by morning I was exhausted. It was too much. But to begin with, I got certified in level 2 and 3, and as soon as I started, so the first day was very good, but then the week that came after was not so good. I barely had any bookings, but then I saw that I could get the trial plus certification, so that's what I did. I got that as soon as I could, and once I got that, I got a lot of trials the week after. So I was basically all trials the whole weekend. And what I found to really help is that if you open a lot of slots and open them as short notice, it helps. But the slots have to be in peak time. So I am in the Eastern time zone. So my slots look like they start from around 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. because especially since the time change. So mine was I started right like the week before the time change, so now it's earlier. But that's all I know. I know it without the time change. So I open the slots from 5 to 8 a.m. Monday to Friday, and then what I do is I open from Friday night. I will open from 8 8 to 9 p.m. until the next morning 8 to 9 a.m. So Friday, the night between Friday and Saturday, and the night between Saturday and Sunday. So I do two all-nighters. They're very tough. They don't get booked all the way. You get a little breaks in between, but last week actually was such that I had classes. I had two classes. Then I had like a half-hour break. Then I had another class that I had like 1 hour break. But what I did was I put an alarm on my phone and I went to sleep for that half hour, that hour. I tried to get in as much sleep as I could, but I still was exhausted. So if like an all nighter is not something you can do, don't push yourself. Like you can do what I'm thinking I will be doing as well is like open the slots from 9 p.m. to maybe like 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. as I'm awake at that time anyways, and then from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. so you get a good chunk of sleep in there. But in the beginning, I wanted to open all the slots I could so I could, put the most out there. So if I put myself out there, I have like the more I put, the more I have chances of getting students back to me. But since that month, I believe I've taught more than 60 students. I have taught about 75 classes already. So, and I'm hoping it continues to, stay like this. What I found is I found that I got eligible for another certification. I did that as soon as I could. I did level 1, I did level 4. Now I did phonics. I haven't had any classes with phonics, but I did it as soon as I could. And what really helped in the beginning was doing the trial certification. As soon as I did that, I got a bunch of trials, and from those trials, I was able to get some regular students, and now like 2 weeks before, my schedule looked like mostly trials. But this week, my schedule was mostly the major courses, regular students. It definitely takes time, but I think if you put yourself out there the most you can, you will get something back. The more you're able to the more students you're able to see and show them how you teach, the more they're gonna come back. you need the chance to actually show yourself how you teach. um, and I was able to earn about, like, I still have a couple more days in November, and I will be able to earn $1,000 this way. That is not my goal. My goal is double that, so I'm hoping this will pick up. Another trick that I found helpful was that opening short notice, but also right before the frenzy. Like, I know a lot of people have mentioned that in the Facebook groups, and it has worked for me. I can tell you. So you have your slots open for the next week, but right before the frenzy on Sunday night, you close them all, and you post them closed, and then like just a couple minutes later, open the slots you need to open and then post those. That has helped. Like, that's my last frenzy was really good. As a newbie, I got 20 21 classes by doing that. So I'm planning on doing that as well tomorrow as well, since today's Saturday. I will be doing that tomorrow. I did it today. I will do it tomorrow. I feel like the more you do it, the better. I think they must have some sort of algorithm where it puts you, like, based on your availability or when you open your slots. But whatever it is, I have found that that does help. So I will continue to do that, and I will be monitoring. Does that really help or not? So, like I said, I am trying to get as many tips and tricks from the veteran teachers, and use them to gain regular students, regular classes. And I found those Facebook groups really helpful. Um, and anybody watching this video that finds it helpful, or likes it, or has something to add, I would love to hear from you. Anything you want to add, anything you want to tell me about, any tips and tricks I could use to even better promote myself. I did change my video once or twice. I'm still working on that. I will be changing it again, hopefully, once I have it better. I am working on finding my teaching style, and getting trials has been a really good way to do that, because you get the same lesson again and again, and then you find your groove. Like, those the monkey tiger lesson, I found like which way I wanted to do. The salad lesson, I found like a rhythm to go with it. So, like, the more you do these things, the more, like, the trials give you those chances to find a different style. And I like the trials, so hopefully they'll come again. And just wish me luck for the oncoming time, and I wish you luck. Any new teachers like myself who need any help, any guidance, I would be more than happy to help them. And any veteran teacher who would like to provide some advice, some tips and tricks, I would love to hear from you as well. Hoping to hear from all of you in the comments below. Goodbye.